What up, y'all? We are live right now. Live in the building. Yeah. We here. We about to laugh at it though. It's a lot of things going on. It's a lot of things going on right now. We got is hip hop beef back? Is the competition coming back to the music? I'm here to say yes, I am here for it. Yes. The Canadian responded. The fake drug dealers involved now. Again, Rick Ross. And I am here for it. Yes. You people be like, no. Y'all people that be like, no. We need unity. To that I say, get united with your cousin first. You still mad at your cousin because they got in the limo at Big Mama's funeral and you had to drive. And you've been holding a grudge for goddamn, let's tell the truth, the main niggas that be like, man, we just need to come together. You the main one that got a grudge against your cousin because they got the limo at Big Mama's funeral and you had to ride in the back seat with your Uncle Buster. And you don't like Uncle Buster because he can't drive and he never took care of you when you was a kid. So you go around, ain't forgave your cousin. You got people that watched your kids when your kids was a baby that you fell out with over them voting for one politician or voting for another politician, and you ain't forgave them. You got motherfuckers that fell out with friends because they decided not to wear a mask during the virus, whoopty wham, boomty bam, and you ain't forgave them. And y'all be the main ones talking about we need to come together. Fuck you hypocrites. I ain't talking to y'all. With love. I'm here for the beef. Cause it's music. Music, especially hip hop. Hip hop is like I always say, rap, hip hop. The reason why rap and hip hop took longer to mature than other forms like R&B and disco, because hip hop is more of the masculine form, and boys take a little longer to mature than the girls. You know what I mean? And when it comes to our parents, jazz and blues, the rhythm and blues, the rock and roll, that got off to a fast start when it came in. Now R&B kind of took a little while to mature, but it hit its prime in the 60s. Came around in the 40s, hit its prime in the 60s and into the 70s. Then R&B hit its prime. It's a little older. It's the older child. The younger child was hip hop, and that was the boy. Rap, hip hop. That was the son that was born in 73. Relatively speaking, because rap been around. But this form that we all call hip hop, 73 is when that son was birthed. And it took a little while to mature, and it reached its prime in the late 80s, early 90s. And like the masculine form of anything, it thrives off confrontation. The confrontation makes it better. The confrontation makes it stronger. The tension is what makes it unbreakable. The reason why early hip hop in the 80s and the 90s couldn't break in spite of the industry pushing against it pre-93. There's pre-93 rap and post-93 rap. I'm talking about pre-93. The reason why pre-93 rap hip-hop was able to go was because there was so much inner tension. It made it strong to where it wasn't shit else on the outside that can fuck with it. That's why baby lions practice fighting. When you have two little small dogs in the house, they're always fighting. Siblings go at it. My grandfather used to call me the little fat motherfucker when I was a kid. Shit, my grandfather clowning me and talking shit made to where it wasn't nothing you clown motherfuckers could say to hurt me. Conflict is good. Tension is good. It's all godly. It's all godly. Fuck out of here. We don't want any tension. Well, motherfucker, then call your brother back. He still owe you $1,500, but fuck it, that's your brother, nigga. Do that shit before you look for unity in the black community. Unify with your own goddamn community, nigga. Your family, your friends. Don't be a hypocrite. I don't ever ask for people outside because I know me. I do my best, but shit, I ain't the best. I ain't the best at it. Nigga fall short, you dig? So you know, since I fall short, I'm not gonna expect the next man to be perfect. Cause I know I fall short. Niggas go around talking about some quoting them bullshit ass God church scriptures and don't even know what the fuck it mean. You dig? Hold on. Let me get to it. Hold on. Hold on. Let's go. Let's get to talking and preaching in this motherfucker. You can't go around talking about I want unity in the black community if your community with the people that are around you ain't unified. I tend to have good unity around me. Most of my friends, I have my same friends since childhood. I'm married. Most of my friends are married. The ones who aren't, they ain't really bitter. My friends who ain't married, I don't hang around bitter niggas that go around, man, these black women, I don't hang around bitter black women that go around. I got a lot of single black female friends. Hell, I'm gonna have a fight party on Saturday. It's gonna be a bunch of them over here. They ain't bitter. I don't be around bitter people, man. I'm united with my environment. But I still fall short. I ain't perfect. Some niggas, I'm like, fuck you, I can't unite with you. Because I know I want the freedom to choose not to unite with certain people. I'm gonna give other people the freedom of that. Most of my environments, for the most part, united and cool. It's some niggas I don't fuck with. Some niggas I'll never want to fuck with. I never will fuck with. You dig what I'm saying? Some people, you can look at them when they walk into a room, you be like, I don't like that nigga. Don't lie, motherfuckers. Don't lie. You like that too. Sometimes people just walk into a room and rub you the wrong way. Just by the way they talk. You be like, God damn, that nigga teeth ugly, man. I don't fuck with that nigga. You don't even know why. Like, they ain't did nothing to you. You know, we all do that. It's people who ain't done nothing to you, ain't said nothing sideways to you. Just when they walk in, by the way they talk, I'll be like, why this nigga got a lisp? God damn, I don't fuck this nigga right here. This nigga talk like Daffy Duck. What the fuck he talking like Daffy Duck for? So goofy ass nigga. I do it. Can we be real? Can we be real? I ain't about to sit here and act like I'm some motherfucking saint. Nigga. But in that is where I like giving the freedom to other people. So therein lies these rap beefs. There we go. So we're about to get into this rap beef situation. We about to get into what's going on with Busta Rhymes getting his concert tour schedule canceled. The announcement was made about a month ago. I've been meaning to talk about it, but it'll be other shit will come up every time. So I figured since we're talking about rap beef and rap stuff, I could throw it in this topic. For those of you who don't know, Busta Rhymes had a tour that he had scheduled to go on, and the week before the tour started, the tour was supposed to be going on right now. The nigga canceled it, and I was flipping through YouTube, and I was watching the African Diaspora Network, and Philip Scott had a good question, and he proposed a question: did the tour not sell out, or did the tour get canceled? Of course, it got canceled because of ticket sales. Like, yeah, he said that. I agree with him when he said that, but I figured that right away because all the money that went into the promotion of a tour, you don't cancel it a week before unless you don't see a return being made. And you don't foresee a return being made based off current ticket sales and forecasted ticket sales. Maybe the amount of money they were planning on using to promote that thing wasn't worth what they were going to get back with the lagging ticket sales, so they chose to cancel it. But Philip Scott, it used to be the Advice show, but now it's the African Diaspora Network. His point of view was, and he asked a question, is it because of Busta Rhymes declared diaspora wars that he put on Black Americans? And if you don't know what I mean by Busta Rhymes diaspora wars, that goes back to when Busta Rhymes years ago said that, about 4 or 5 years ago, said that Black Americans have no culture. America has no culture, and hip hop culture is Jamaican. Busta Rhymes said in his own words that, you see the way Jamaicans dress. Busta Rhymes basically just came out the bag and just like, where the fuck that nigga just hit us with a bop, 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 bop. And we was like, what? Nigga, I ain't know you was Jamaican. And I'm cool with Jamaicans. I ain't got no issues with you motherfuckers. Other than I choose not to go to y'all Jamaican restaurants because y'all move too goddamn slow. I like calling my shit in, making sure it's ready. And if it ain't ready when I get there, I ain't fucking with you. So I don't fuck with y'all restaurants like that. But I still got love for y'all. And then Busta come talking about hip hop is Black Americans have no culture. And then he went around talking about, I appreciate the super chat, Famously Blacker. And yeah, and then he went on the 85 South show. No, when he first said it was like in a classroom setting when he first said it. And then he said it on the 85 South show. He went and reiterated it on the 85 South show. And so Busta tried to play the bullshit. And it's like, yo, so since Busta's been taking that role, I've had some exchanges with him on Twitter. Since Busta's decided to take that role of race instigator, has that hurt his ticket sales and his chance to go on tour? Yeah, I know he's going to be on Missy's tour, just like last year when I went to go see the Wu-Tang Clan. Busta was there too. It was Wu-Tang, Nas, and Busta. But please understand this, people. Please, 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 please understand this. When it comes to concerts and when it comes to touring, the headliner gets this much money, the feature act gets this much money. It ain't close, okay? 'Tis better to headline your own 500, 1,000 seat club tour than it is to feature on a 20,000 seat arena tour. Guaranteed. You're going to make more money on the 1,000 seat, 1,500 seat headlining tour, 2,500 seat headlining tour than you are going to make featuring on a 20,000 seat stadium tour. Way big difference in money. They're just using you to get a few extra tickets in certain markets. And you won't even be on every show. Because if you don't work out in this market, somebody else is going to be the one in that motherfucking headlining seat. So the headliner can get more ticket sales. He's a guest. So, yeah, no, you don't. No, it's way different thing. Headlining your own tour. Headlining your own tour. Let's throw some numbers out there. Headlining his own tour. What kind of stadium? What kind of arenas did he have for that tour? Like, what size were the venues going to be? Let me go back to March 8th, the Blockbuster tour. Okay, shows at the Hollywood Palladium, House of Blues. So we're talking about 1,000 to 1,500. 1,000 to 25, anywhere from 1,000 to 2,500 was what he was planning on selling, depending on what city he's in. Because he's talking about the Palladium. The Palladium, Hollywood Palladium runs. Let me see here. Hollywood. They just recently renovated it. Okay, the Palladium. All right. Oh shit! It went up. Okay, so the max capacity now, because it used to be like 2,500. Now the max capacity of the Palladium is 4,000. Okay, max. I know the House of Blues just got bigger too. Okay, max capacity, House of Blues, Anaheim. Okay, 2,200. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so yeah. So he was going to be touring places that was going to be getting him 1,500 to 4,000. So we're talking about Busta pulling in at least. I'm saying like maybe with his deal, if he had it with them, his deal was probably 50,000 a show, is what he was getting. He's probably getting 50,000 a show. Maybe more. Probably getting 50,000 a show on his own tour. Maybe more, depending on the city. Some cities he might be getting 100,000. Some cities he might be getting 2,500. I mean, not 25,000, but no less than 25,000 a show. He ain't getting that shit on tour with Missy. Nigga ain't getting no 50 grand a show with Missy. Promise you that. So no. That shit got canceled because wasn't nobody buying no goddamn tickets, and it wasn't gonna be worth Ticketmaster paying this nigga 50,000 a show. So let's get into it with that, okay? So, for what I gotta say before we get into this Drake and all this beef dissing going on is I think I see where our protests as a people and when I say protests, we didn't stand out and boycott and picket. We didn't cry for Busta Rhymes' attention and say, God, no, Buster, please, like us. We didn't do that shit that the good Negroes did back in the 80s and all them other days. In the 2000s, really the 2000s. Niggas was real suckers in the 2000s. Please, listen to me. I want to be heard. We ain't do none of that sucker shit. We just said, Buster, you a weirdo. And Buster being a weirdo and acting like a weirdo, trying to take our culture, took a little bit of spice out of his name. Because let me tell you something, Bub McCloud Buster. If hip hop was Jamaican, you wouldn't have an issue selling 4,000 seat venues. It's at least 4,000 Jamaicans in LA. But guess what? Them niggas is going to the Ziggy Marley concert, nigga, not Busta Rhymes. They going to go see goddamn Bob Whaler's tribute concerts, nigga. They going to go see goddamn Sister Nancy dedication dance hall nights, nigga. They going to the Jamaican Gold Night. They're not coming to see you. Because unlike you, Busta Rhymes, those Jamaicans celebrate and have pride in their own culture. Because they have a very great culture to be proud of. A culture that was around not just in Africa, but in England also, pre-colonial times, as Dr. Clyde Winters. When you're talking about people who were already in Europe before the Caucasians were in Europe, some of them. You're talking about people who went to an island and built their own culture out of being one of the harshest plantations of England. They've made their own music, have their own food recipes, their own sub-language within lingua franca, we should say, patois. They have their own lingua franca, have their own way of living, their own way of interacting with one another. And you, being a cultural buster, literally, decided to sans your culture, hide within Black American culture, leave your accent behind, leave all that bumble clot, blood talk, clot, blood, blip, blip, blip behind, assimilate with us, get in movies with us, higher learning. We didn't know you was Jamaican on higher learning. And if we knew you was Jamaican on higher learning, we'd be like, oh, that's cool. That nigga Jamaican, cool. He can rap his ass off. Because you ain't never heard me say Busta can't rap. That motherfucker Busta Rhymes. Somebody said, can Busta outperform anyone if he ain't booked? Right. Somebody said, but okay, all right, cool. You niggas like your ifs and the fifths and all that shit. Fine. If all you want. Fact is, Busta canceled his tour. Cause ain't nobody buying that shit. And had Busta not turned his back on Black Americans, he'd probably be selling them tickets. He'll probably, because for him to even be offered the tour means that people thought there was enough people interested in coming to see Busta. But they were obviously wrong. So Busta Rhymes, one of the first casualty of wars of the onslaught diaspora wars that you started. I don't want the diaspora wars. Me too, ATL. I used to be a fan too. I don't want diaspora wars, man. Fuck that look like. That's what Europeans do. What's up, Reggie Edwards? Man, I just ate this edible donut. This shit got me high as fuck, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm just telling y'all right now. I performed at this weed show yesterday. God damn, and they gift basketed me up, boy. Nigga. Sorry for the segue, y'all. Sorry for the segue, but this goddamn donut is hidden like a motherfucker. I performed at the medical shop yesterday, and they paid me in cash and this. This is what they paid me in, y'all. Money. And this is donations. Like, they didn't even pay me. This is like donations, like, because I ripped that motherfucker. So, like, all the different vendors, they just gave me a bunch of shit. And y'all see this donut right here? That's what I just ate. God damn. I ate that whole before I started with y'all. Nah, but I'm good. I want to show y'all before we get too into it. I'm gonna show y'all. We had a great weekend. We had a great week. I want to thank everybody that came out. I had a great weekend for everybody that came out. Everybody came out Friday with me and Marcus. Y'all know Marcus, Mr. Marcus from 5150. You know Marcus. We had a dope show this past Friday night. That nigga Marcus had we had a good time. This, Marcus old country ass. Let me see. Did the picture come up? Oh, here we go. This is us. Me, Marcus, to hear more. This show was fun. It was a lot of fun. Salute to Marcus. That shit was fun. And I had to get that because I had a show at that same comedy club last month. And now that night, my set was mediocre. It wasn't great. It was it was good. They laughed. I had a mediocre set that night. Not the other night. That other weird shit that happened was talked about. That night was great. But the other night, that last night, I was at stand-up comedy club last month. The set was like, it was funny. It was funny, but it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Baby, it wasn't me. So I went back to that club this past Friday, and I tore a roof off that motherfucker. You ain't gonna get me twice, nigga. I come back up in this bitch with bodies to catch. And that's what I did. So I thank Marcus for that. We had a dope show at the museum. Packed out. This nigga right here look like Warren G. That's my homeboy Maurice from high school. It was funny too. I saw the homeboy Maurice from high school, the dude sitting right here in the camera. Man, I've been knowing that nigga since the 6th grade. Y'all ever had a kid in school that never talked? 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. That nigga never talked. And then, but he was always cool. He was always like that well-dressed nigga at school that nobody fucked with because he could dress, but he never talked. Then he came to me at the show and was like, "Hey, yo, Dewan, what's up?" I was like, "Nigga, I've been knowing you since 93, nigga. I ain't never heard you talk." But that's how good the vibes was. Thank everybody that came out. Thank everybody that came out.
I had a good time, yes.
You had a good time.
You have a good time, dog? Oh, always a good time here in history, you know what I mean?
Major.
Y'all have a good time? Y'all gotta say, get funny, it's right there, don't matter.
Yes,
you're funny, it's so bad.
Yes, sir. Yep. CP was on stage. That's Big John's head in the way.
Oh, my fault, my nigga.
Big John's big ass head in the way. CP had the niggas dying.
Yes, sir.
That's Butter Love in the chat. T-Dime Night. That's right. Let them know. Reaction. So yeah, we had fun. Another packed out night. She was fun like a motherfucker. Oh yeah, and then this coming Friday, I got the live music coming this Friday. This Friday I'm with J-Mo, Jairus Mosey, Fat Fridays in Long Beach. We are at Fat Fridays at Long Beach. Live music this Friday. This Friday, I'm with J-Mo. So please understand this. We had dope time with the show. But wherever I'm at, I got the sauce. That's where it's gonna be at. Wherever we at, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be love. We have fun and love at the museum. Now we about to have fun and love with some live music. I'm telling y'all right now, this shit's about to be fun as fuck. And it's 420 weekend, and this is an after party for the Long Beach Grand Prix. So it's gonna be we expecting a pretty big sellout crowd. So get your tickets in advance. Please get your tickets in advance. I'll have a link up. I'll put a link up. I don't have my link up yet. I'll put the link up later on in the description bar. But that's J-Mo, Grammy-winning guitarist, Propaganda. I heard Anthony Cruz when I went last month. I heard Anthony Cruz. I had never heard him before. Anthony Cruz is a cold motherfucker. I like him, and the band behind him. So it's about to be dope. All right. Yeah, but we had fun. We had a lot of fun. Oh my God, some of you niggas are the worst jokes. That joke was so bad I can't even put that motherfucker up on the screen. Hell yeah, it was nice vibes it was off the chain. It was definitely nice vibes. It was definitely dope vibes. Yeah, but back to what we're talking about. So now let's get into this beef. Let's get into timestamp. The whole Drake, Kendrick, Rick Ross thing. See, this is where I want to go with it. And I got this loud ass lawnmower out going out front. Fuck. Oh, it is Monday. Shit. It is Monday. That's my guy. It's Monday. Ugh. Anyway, lawnmower throwing me off. Anyway, so Drake, it all started back off a few weeks ago when Kendrick went at Drake and J. Cole. J. Cole hit Drake back. I mean, hit Kendrick back, and then he turned around, pulled his tampon out, and apologized. And he's since been quiet in his light-skinned corners. And so Drake, after a few weeks, his writers, allegedly, Drake's writers took a little time. I guess they were probably on vacation somewhere, spending on, all the money that they earned from writing all of his music. They had to get together and formulate something proper, and they did. Drake had a proper response, and I had no issues with it. It was a good response. A little bit shit talking. You know what I mean? I don't like Drake using the word nigga. Even though he is black, but it's the way he uses black. It's the way he uses his blackness I don't like. Drake said some shit back. And then Rick Ross, Rose, he got in the mix of it, talked about Drake's nose and said that he had a BBL with his, because it's been long suspected that Drake has had a long nose job and a six-pack surgery. I don't know. I don't look at that nigga close enough to know. I don't follow that nigga close enough to know. So, warning, if you want the intricate details on Drake's life, you're not going to get it from me because I'm not that nigga. Proudly so. There's a whole bunch of Drake fanboys out there. Go talk to them for the details on that. I'm just giving you an overall look at what's going on, okay? And the reason why I'm doing this is because it's good for music. It's good when the masculine form of music that we know is hip-hop, the little brother of our sound, the competition breeds great music. It makes people strive harder. Because when they already rich, what else are they? Well, Drake never did start from the bottom. Drake told us started from the bottom. Now I'm here, nigga. You started from second base. Your mama a Jew. Fuck out of here. White, nigga. Started from the bottom. That's the most obnoxious song ever. Every time I heard, that's why I probably never liked Drake. Every time I heard started from the bottom. Started from the bottom now here. Well, no, you didn't. Nigga, you may have started at somebody's bottom. I don't know. That's your lifestyle. Is that what you said? I don't know. I don't get into the gossip. I'm just saying. But nonetheless, when rappers like Kendrick, who already has a lot of money, you know, Rick Ross, who have a lot of money, the thing that's going to keep them sharp is the competition. Because without competition, your artistry dies out and it can't relate to the people anymore. How Drake relates to the people, I don't understand. Outside of you niggas is hella emotional. Because even in Drake's rap, he's talking about, you know, all going back to the money. I don't, you know, that whole him and Jay-Z when it comes to that. Oh my God. Just the most vain ass sensitive niggas ever seen a man. I got some super chats I didn't read. What's up, G? You said I've already asked a question in the chat, okay? What question? Respond back. I'm just seeing y'all a super chat because I've been in the zone. And I told y'all before, nigga, not here. I'm on this edible, this donut right here. I'm on that shit got me zooted. Lewis said, Larry is a J. Cole of comedy. Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. But the thing that's going to keep these rappers who already have everything that they wanted to get, they all have what? Between J. Cole, Rick Ross, Kendrick, Drake, they already have everything that they wanted rap to afford them. So the thing that's going to keep them sharp is the competition. You dig? So, and competition is part of our sound, flat out. The reason why church music stays so good is because competition. There's another young drummer, another young guitarist right behind you that want that spot. There's a church down the street that they said is better than yours. And don't get it twisted. Them church musician honorariums are nice. Let me tell you that, especially if you have a day job throughout the week. Okay, and you a music director. The music director honorariums are nice. And the church, I remember when you 21, 22, getting paid $250, $300 a service, nigga, you don't want to lose that. I appreciate it. You're right. I'm on a prediction. And we're gonna get to the cards later on. We gonna get to the cards. Yeah, hit the share button, hit the like button. But you know, we need this. You know, competition stirs the waters, it stirs the pot. And we have to understand we're in America right now, right? We're in the world. We live in a competitive world. This whole we're not going to have competition thing, that's just bullshit that they sold to you and I, the common folk, the regular degulars. Because business is competition. When they step out there, the people who run NBC, CBS, Universal, they step out there to cut each other's fucking necks off. Go back and look at all of the mergers of the 90s and the 80s. In the 80s, you had all the corporate mergers and sellouts and buyouts that went on. I'm gonna see if I can find a chart real quick. Because I don't even, I'm not fucked. I don't even look up. I'm doing off the top of my head. Go back to a mall in the 90s, in the 80s. Fox Hills Mall. You have the Broadway. I'm speaking from the West Coast. You East Coast niggas had different stores. But on the West Coast, you had Bullock's, Nordstrom's, the Broadway, May Company, Robinson's May, Montgomery Ward, JCPenney, Macy's, and there was a few other ones. I think did I say Bloomingdale's? Or what was that one in Vegas? Or let's say Saks. 10. By the time you get, I was at the Fox Hills Mall this past weekend. You got Macy's. No more Broadway because Broadway got bought out by Macy's. You had Robinson's and May Company. They merged in the 90s. And then it was Robinson May. And then from Robinson May, that shit went and got bought out by Macy's. Phone companies, back in the 2000s, you had Singular Wireless. Y'all remember back in the 90s? Yeah, LA Cellular, Singular Wireless, AirTouch, nigga, Nextel, T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, SBC Global. You had all these different companies. And they all got bought out because one company's always slashing at the other. That's the fucking world we live in. But they tell us we all just got to be peace and harmony, and no one should ever, no. Competition breeds success. Competition gets you ready for the world that you're going to. The same reason why my grandfather calling me the little fat motherfucker when I was 5 got me ready for you lame ass niggas. It didn't hurt me. It didn't break me, nigga. It made me stronger. Just like in basketball practice. Kobe Bryant used to have niggas line up. I know because my homeboy Rashid, he be in the chat room sometime. My homeboy Rashid was an assistant coach with the Lakers. He'd have coaches lined up to go 100% at him in practice all day. Whoever the new nigga was on the team, Kobe had to go at him. Constant competition. Because when I face that world out there, I gotta be ready. Yeah, it's so goddamn department stores now. You got malls closing down. It's not enough department stores in existence for malls to stay open. KB Toys, how did KB Toys get bought out? Bismarck T in the chat room. KB Toys got bought out because Bain Capital, the company that Mitt Romney used to run, the guy who ran for president in 2012, they had Bain Capital was one of those companies that will go around buying up companies that they just needed a little bit of help. They would bail companies out because companies have these businesses up and down. A company like KB Toys needed a certain amount of money to get through. Companies like Bain Capital came through, bought out KB Toys, loaded it up with debt, and gives the company so much debt. What is the debt? Bonuses to the executives of Bain Capital, spending up monies. We need to do this here, change this there, do that there. Saddle the company with so much debt, it goes out of business. And then you short sell it and sell the company and make money. You made money, you loaded it up with debt, cashed out, and then when you sold it, you cashed out again. Competition, Bain Capital, Mitt Romney. That's why we don't have a fucking KB Toys. Not because KB Toys wasn't good enough to stay in business. Same with Circuit City. Companies like Circuit City, that because the way our country works, they're trying to make money over the next quarter instead of having longer projections, getting bought out by these corporate thugs that saddle these companies with debt and then dump them. That's the world we live in. And then they'll tell you two rappers going at each other is the most biggest moral thing wrong. Fuck y'all. Better think, niggas. Yeah, like, we don't have CompUSA. Well, CompUSA, fuck them. I applied for them bitches and they didn't hire me back when I was 18. So fuck CompUSA. But people be thinking Amazon took the malls out. No, malls were dead long before Amazon became a thing. Malls were dying back in the 2000s. Yes, malls were dying back in the 2000s. Back before Amazon, back when Amazon was still selling books, malls were dying out. Don't ever let them give you that lie that Amazon took malls and department stores out. That stuff was dying long before then. Amazon didn't even start turning profits until what, 2008, 2009? Amazon had like a decade of not returning profits. I mean, they were selling books. They wasn't, fuck out of here. Malls were already done by then. Okay? The West Side Pavilion was done. So yeah. So that's just the world that we're in. So, and musically, when it comes to music, competition is what makes music sharp. Competition is what makes musicians do things they've never done before, grow into areas they've never grown before. And we as a consumer, we as a listener, we win. But this is what I wanted to get into. This was the concerning part about the whole beef with Drake and all this shit. Let me see if I can airdrop these pictures to my computer. Oh, and before I go any further, rest in peace, Rico Wade, producer with the Organized Noise. Rest in peace, Rico Wade. Rico Wade, man, that Outkast, when that shit dropped, that Southern Playalistic Cadillac funky music, god damn, I love that shit, boy. Rico Wade was one of the music producers that did it right, you know? So, I do want to say rest in peace to Rico Wade from the Dungeon family from Organized Noise. One of the best to ever do it. An original. Somebody that didn't rely on sampling. Although, you know, and I don't always have an issue with sampling. But we do need those out there like Rico that don't rely on it. They can make some music just because they're good at making music. You know what I mean? So when we get these people out here, when we get these artists out here that make music the right way, and they do it from their spirit, because Outkast, the Dungeon family, the early CeeLo, that early Killer Mike, we talking about some of the most soulful music that soul has ever created. And when we get these cats that do it right, that got that soul, we got to celebrate them. So rest in peace, Rico Wade. You know, for real. And then let's have a little bit of fun talking about our regional shit. But one beef I do want to stop is the regional beef. It's good to have regional competition. Oh man, this came from that came from that. But all this, I can't listen to somebody because they from that region, or you like that person because you're from LA. Any nigga that talk like that's a sucker to me. You're a weirdo. Music is music. It's good music, is bad music. Every region has good music, every region has bad music. Now, we can compete, you know, we can criticize too. Okay, this style of music came from over there. That style of music came from over here. That's cool too. But all that, man, I can't listen to them because they from such and such. Or you like that artist because they from such and such. Man, you niggas is weird to me. The fuck about where no goddamn artist is from. Either the artists make good music or they don't. Rico Wade made great music. I don't give a fuck if he's from Atlanta, New York, LA, Seattle. Nigga, the greatest producer of all time, in my opinion, is goddamn Quincy Jones, and that nigga from Seattle. So all you niggas stop it. All you niggas stop it. All y'all done sampled or imitated something that Quincy Jones brought to music. And he from Seattle. So you niggas need to stop it with all that bullshit. And grow the fuck up, hip-hop niggas. Grow the fuck up, hip-hop. Grow up. Rico Wade should be talked about with all of the greats. And him being from Atlanta should not make him less talked about because he ain't from New York. Or from LA. Because they don't make producers down there. You niggas is fucking weird. Grow the fuck up, hip-hop. Back to what we talking about. Back to what we talking about. Back to what we talking about. So. No, not that. What's this? What is this? That's not what I wanted to put up. Here we go. Is that it? This is what I want to talk about now. Let's transition into Drake's. I want to start off by saying, go listen to Drake's diss. Go listen to Rick Ross's diss. Rick Ross brought up some things. Go listen to all of them. But this is something I did want to bring up. This was the part I don't respect about Drake. Right here. This is Drake screenshotting a text message to his mom. Now, whether or not this message was to his mom or not, I don't know. It could have been to one of his friends that he has titled as his mom. Whether or not he's texting her or not is irrelevant to me. But this is what I picked up on, and this is why I don't fuck with Drake. And this is why you niggas that do fuck with Drake, you need to temper yourselves. I ain't saying don't like his music, but if you truly care about yourself as a culture, I need you to pay attention to flags like this. He's texting to his mama. Basically, he's saying his mama texted him. First off, why would you even fake like you including your mom? Leave your mom out of your rap beef, nigga. I'm gonna play devil's advocate and say, let's say he is playing this as a joke to one of his friends. Just the fact that you're using your mom as an image is already a no-no. Don't put your mom into this. You don't put your mom in the shit. Because now, if somebody talk about your mom, people gonna be saying things. Like, I know me or anybody, you go around saying mom this, mom that. All I mean now is the mama jokes is on. That's all that mean. And can you handle that? And you a grown ass man. Don't bring. This is another thing. This whole Drake generation, and I noticed this shit over the last 15 years has gotten very popular in this Drake generation. Niggas love bringing other people into their beefs. Stand into your own shit, niggas. Black man, man. Fuck y'all, niggas. Stand on your shit. If somebody coming at you, you go at them. Bringing other people in. Hey, look at what they said about me. Look at what they said about me. Oh my God. Nigga, if somebody says something about you, go back at their ass. The fuck you bringing third parties in here for? Weird shit. Why you bring your mama up? You want sympathy, nigga? Is sympathy that important? Is sympathy that important? And that's not even what I want to get at. That's not even where I'm going. That's just the first part that's just the first red flag that I saw. That's just the first red flag that I saw. The second red flag is coming down here. I would have got us a 2-for-1 deal if I went my. It's coming from Rick Ross, the guy I did songs with. He's loopy. It's the part where am I? Here we go. That third to last line is turn him angry and racist. That's the part I want to get at right there. The angry and racist. That, my friend, was a smoke signal to all the Drakes, mulatto, Melungeon, non-black American motherfuckers fan base of his. That was a smoke signal to his white fan base, his Latino fan base, and most of all, his non-black American black fan base. And to his small hat fan base. Red flag, white people, the white people that support me, that are behind me, that big black guy, he said racist. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Rick Ross called you a white boy. That ain't racist to call you a white boy. You play white. That's not racist. You using the word racist is you playing off your whiteness. However, you using the word racist, yeah, he called you white boy. You brought your white mama into it, matter of fact. Appreciate the Cash App, Courtney G. Appreciate the Cash App. Yeah, he pulled the M card. You niggas in the chat room are stupid. Pop Top saying he pulling the M&M card. And that's my issue with him saying nigga. Thank you, Edward Jones, for bringing me back to my original point with my issue with Drake saying nigga. That's why I started with that. Say what you talk, how you gonna talk. But you say nigga all the time. You put the fake ass cornrows in your head. But then you go to your mom and say, he's being racist. Knowing that's the mulatto dog whistle for your white daddy to put them black niggas in check. Boy, I don't play with this shit. Too many black American men and women have been killed off this, man. This is serious to us. Especially to those of us who know our history. People like me who, I'm the person, you see me, I don't, when it comes to gang violence and stuff like that, I stay away from them niggas, but I don't judge them niggas because I understand the environment that they're in. I see the well, the river that was poisoned downstream before you drink it. So I tend not to judge people who are drinking out the poison because I see where the poison was put in. But you got people like Drake who can jump in and out of this. I can't. As a black man, black American man, black American mom, black American dad, I have nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I don't have another country I can go to if shit pop off here. I don't have another race. I don't have a mom of a different race that can bring me in under her umbrella. My mom's very light skinned. My mom's light skinned. My mom's skin tone is probably the same skin tone as Drake's. But she definitely black. And her mommy and daddy are black. And all four of her grandparents are black. I know this because I could trace my mom's lineage back on this land back to the 1600s. So I don't play that shit. Turn him angry and racist? And let me say one more thing. If you come around here and say, oh, Dewan, that's a double standard. How can Rick Ross call him a white boy and you get mad at Drake being called racist? You know what I say to that? Hell yeah, it's a double standard. And I stand on it. It's a double standard that Drake gets to go to his white mom, literally, and hide. It's a double standard that people like Drake can use his connections in that other community while taking the talent from his black community to make money off of his black community while throwing dog whistles to his other community at the black community that he's somewhat a part of, that he can always leave and go back to Canada, that my black ass got to deal with. So hell yeah, it's a double standard. It's a double standard that I can't goddamn do what the fuck he can do, and people like that, mulattoes, tragic mulattoes like him can do. That's a fucking double standard. So yes, it's a double standard. You come and benefit off this culture. Drake ain't doing the music of his mom's culture. Say something to that. Is Drake making money off his mom's culture? And this is something else I didn't like. While I was trying to get more information on this whole Drake beef, doing my research before the show started, I don't even follow Hot 97 or Ebro on YouTube. I don't subscribe to them. Why the fuck they still coming up in my mentions, I don't know. But look at the image here. We're talking about Mulatto Drake's beef with Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Rick Ross. Now, look at the images on the screen. Look at the images on the screen. Shouts out to my man Duncan Penderhughes for all my original beats. Shouts out to Duncan for that original track. But I want to keep this image up here for a little bit. I'm still back here, y'all. I'm still back here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm still back here. I have not gone anywhere. But look at who's talking about this. You got tragic mulatto Ebro, who's looking more and more, he says he's black, but he's looking more and more non-black the older he gets. I don't watch the show, so I don't even know who these people are. I guess her name is Laura Stiles, because I see the name Laura Stiles on there, so I guess it's her. Rosenberg. And then that's not Rosenberg on camera though, is it? Because Rosenberg ain't even in studio, so they got another non-black person to replace Rosenberg in studio. Damn, they couldn't even have a black guest on the panel. Look at this image here, yo. Look at this. See, these people, they're not going to elaborate too much on Drake using the term racist because they get to go home. They get to listen to hip hop and then go home to their community. They get to listen to hip hop and go home. And these are the people that are reporting on hip hop. The people that can listen to our culture, comment on our culture, make money on our culture. And you know what they were saying? I'm not going to give them the honor of even playing their voices on my platform. I have far too much respect for myself. And I have far too much respect for you guys as an audience. But you can look them up if you want to. I'm not going to tell you what not to do. But I clicked on them once. I'm not going to click on them twice. They were saying basically that Drake should turn his nose up and not respond to Rick Ross. They were basically saying, if you choose to go and listen to them, they were basically saying Drake is basically too good to respond to Rick Ross's diss. Question: who the fuck are these people to tell anybody in hip hop who's too good for what? You got these corny motherfuckers coming in our culture, literally watering it down. The so-called voices of our culture are literally in our face, watering our shit down. No, man, Drake, you're too good, man. You don't have to respond, man. You're too good, man. Fuck out of here. This is the assault on our culture. This right here is the voice of Black American music. A motherfucker that's texting his mom, getting his mama in rap beefs, playing the race card, and you got non-Black Americans that are the voice of the biggest platform in New York City, one of the bigger rap hip-hop culture platforms in America. And don't get me twisted, the reason why it's the biggest and the reason why Drake is at the top ain't because they're the best. It ain't because Ebro's the best. It ain't because of none of that. It's because of them motherfuckers behind them putting money in their back. That other community that they could all go to when it's all said and done are the ones putting money behind them to say this shit about our culture. And that's why I want to go back to how I started off talking about Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes, you insulted Black American culture. You insulted American culture when you said America has no culture. Because Black Americans are the culture of America. And this is our country. We have our own flag. And I detest people saying that we don't have our own culture. No more. Now, white America has done a great job of assuming the best of our culture while putting on the news the worst of our culture. So some of y'all just may have it twisted. Some people just don't know. Because propaganda's a motherfucker. So I get it. You don't know. But stick around and stay on this channel and you'll find out. You'll most definitely find out because I don't want a diaspora war. I'd rather not. I'd rather not diaspora war. I'd rather be all of us chilling. That's what I'd rather have. I'd rather all of us be civil. I'd rather all of us be chilling. I'd rather all of us talk shit about our culture. I love to be able to kick with my Jamaican friends and be like, you patois speaking motherfuckers, and it just be fun and jokes. I love to go to my Nigerian friends and be like, you ashy ankle ass niggas, and it just be jokes. I would love to go to my Ghanaian friends and be like, you aqua boba last name, sandalfoot ass one pinky toe outside the Mando ass niggas, and it just be fun and jokes. And then we can assimilate. I could appreciate your culture. You could appreciate mine. You don't get offended when I say, hey, look, I'm American now. Yeah, I was African way back in the day, but I built my own home that I love, and that don't offend you. That's what I like. Because I for sure don't get offended when you tell me that you built the home you love in Nigeria or South Africa or Ethiopia or Eritrea. I know the difference between Ethiopians and Eritreans because I've taken the time to find out growing up as a kid. Knowing a lot of Ethiopians and I finally met some Eritreans. And I made the mistake of calling them Eritrean. I was like, are you Ethiopian? They was like, no, I'm Eritrean. I was like, God damn, all you niggas got big foreheads. My bad. But I found out and I learned the difference between Ethiopians and Eritreans, and I never made that mistake again. And now when I see these motherfuckers who look exactly alike, I ask them, yo, Ethiopian, Eritrean? I'm sorry. Because if it's the big, huge pronounced one, I know Ethiopian, but some of them on the border, look, there's beauty in our differences. We ain't all gotta be the same. Being all the same is bullshit. It's beauty in difference. You dig? There's beauty in differences, if you ask me. But you better respect my differences if you want me to respect yours. You better respect my differences if you want me to respect yours. Somebody said no wars need to clean things out. Well, let's see. Black Americans have never been hostile towards the diaspora. We haven't. As a matter of fact, we give credit to the diaspora things the diaspora didn't even do. Out of love for the diaspora. So whether or not there's tension between the groups, that depends on how the diaspora wants it. How do you want it? Ooh, how do you feel? Because I'm not going to be my best. Look, one thing because I'm going to make very clear, goddammit, I ain't about to sit down so you can stand up. Mm-mm. Either we all going to stand or we going to fight. Simple. I don't mind you standing. If I stand up, I want you to stand up too. I want a strong Africa. I was on the phone with a dear friend earlier today, and we were talking about that. And I was thinking about, like, do you know how dope it would be if we can get 15 to 25% of Africa totally independent of China, independent of Russia, independent of Europe, independent of America. If we could just get a quarter of Africa independent of all that shit with their resources, I ain't saying I don't even want to move there. I want to stay here in America. But what could I do as an American trading with a strong African? What could the people in Brazil do with a strong Africa? What could the people in Haiti do with a strong Africa? But that's on you niggas to get that shit in line. Don't come to fucking United States of America saying hip hop is Jamaican. Don't come to America saying black Americans have no culture. You come talking like that, then it's up, nigga. You defend somebody talking like that about my culture, it's up. And trust me, we got way better jokes. Y'all want to throw some insults? Let's go. Y'all want to play the insult game? Let's go. But I'd rather not play it. I'd rather not play it. Because it's stupid at the end of the day, honestly. It's very stupid. It's very stupid. Diaspora is stupid as fuck. Shit didn't win in your homeland. What the fuck make you think it's gonna win here? Same with you Latinos. Diaspora wars ain't it. It don't work. It don't work. It don't work. It don't work. But in order to have peace, I'm gonna be all the way me. I'm not about to cut myself down so you can have peace. And that's been what a lot of people have been wanting black Americans to do. People have been wanting black Americans to proverbially cut ourselves down. And I ain't with it. That ain't happening. Tell the shit right now, that ain't happening. I ain't cutting shit down. I'm going to talk loud and proud about black American inventions, black American innovation. I'm going to talk loud and proud about the music that black Americans created because we did these things without anybody's help. And I'm going to be loud and proud about it. I'm not going to shit on nobody else's group because y'all have dope shit too. I'm not going to talk bad about your group, but I will talk loud and proud about mine. And if you take offense to me talking loud and proud about my group, then that's your offense to take. That's your decision. We all have control over our emotions. We all choose to either accept or reject what's thrown our way. And if you choose to take my group talking about itself proudly as an offense, please, please, please understand that is your choice. I am not going to begrudge you your choice. It is your choice to take offense at that. And if you choose to take offense, then that's your choice to hold on to. But I'm not going to take it on. That be the thing. You niggas that get offended, and this is more than diaspora. This is just a general life lesson. Y'all ever notice people that are always offended, them niggas be wanting everybody else to bend to their will. People who are always offended, y'all the most easily, goddamn. Y'all got a very low bar to offense too. That person didn't look at me that way. That person. Oh, did you hear what that person said about me? Oh, I walked in the room and they looked the other way. Oh, I'm offended. You get offended niggas are the worst. That's part of the reason why I don't mind being offensive. You was gonna get offended anyway, so I may as well have a good time. That's one reason why I don't mind being offensive. Cause shit, you don't get offended anyway. So shit, I may as well get something out of it, you sensitive motherfucker. So yeah. I'd rather there be no diaspora wars. I don't want that. Because our real enemy is the people that stole from all of us, not each other. We're not our enemy. Nigerians are not my enemies. Ghanaians are not my enemies. Jamaicans are not my enemies. Latinos are not my enemies. Y'all ain't my enemies. But you're behaving in the manner of my enemies because you're behaving in a way the enemies of all of us taught you to behave. And I won't stand for it. You dig? And this is Drake's card, Jack of Hearts. And that's why his ass is so emotional. Drake is a Jack of Hearts. That's a sensitive ass nigga right there. The Jack of Hearts just needs to be loved. Think about the Jack of Hearts. That card can play whatever card it needs to play to get whatever it wants. And it plays the cards of emotion. King of Hearts and Jupiter. Very, 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 very sensitive. Very emotional cards. King of Diamonds and Saturn. Businessman. That's the champagne poppy side of Drake. The King of Diamonds. The King of Diamonds is great for business, very weak for women. Women is usually the kryptonite of the King of Diamonds. So in a lot of ways, Drake's is playing out his cards. Heavy on the emotion. 9 of Clubs Venus. 9 of Clubs Mercury. Say whatever gotta say. Say everything it says too much. 6 of Hearts in Uranus, that means it's not committed. That's why a nigga ain't married. No, should he? 6 of Hearts Uranus means that love can go to anybody. And now this is Rick Ross's card. Rose. Rick Ross is a queen of clubs. That's funny. He's a former cop. A lot of men that are queen of clubs be in law enforcement. I know a few men that are queen of clubs that are law enforcement. And Rick Ross used to be a probation officer. Took me a long time to become a fan, for me to listen to Rick Ross, because all that. First off, he named himself after a real gangster. Who does that? Second, a real gangster that's still alive, by the way. At least be a dead gangster you name yourself after. You name yourself after a real one that's still alive. And he was a police officer. Queen of clubs. Let's see their combination card. Their combination card is a 10 of diamonds. That's the attention card, the money card. Their battle is a battle of attention and emotion. Rick Ross and Drake probably got some beef over. Yeah. It's a little, their relationship is a little funny. It's more than what we see. Maybe some other activities going on behind the scenes. I done heard about Rick Ross before. I done heard about him. But yeah, these two. Yeah, these two. This is a beef over the spotlight. Who gonna shine? This beef gonna last forever. This ain't gonna end. Even if it didn't end, even if it did end behind closed doors, we never know. As long as those two have attention on themselves, Rick Ross, Rose, and Drake, they gonna go at it. I see it in the cards. Anyway. Amir said, Amir threw oh, this shit funny. Yeah, Rick Ross is FBA. We can fight. I don't mind us. Look, we can fight. I don't mind us fighting. Black American niggas gonna have beef. Shit, what's wrong with that? It's part of life. People have beef. So what? Just you don't get involved in other people's beef. That's all. Keep your ass out of it. Laugh at this shit. Have a good time. Comment, talk shit, but I ain't taking all these goddamn sides. Let them niggas have their beef. And let us be entertained. Said Lovers Feud. Yeah. Yeah, they made massive hits together. And for all we know, this could easily be a play. Just because they beefing in front of us don't mean it's real. I don't know. That 10 of diamonds lets me know that it's about the money. Their combination card being a 10 of diamonds, you never believe a 10 of diamonds. A 10 of diamonds is a performer. The Saturn card to the 10 of diamonds is a 5 of hearts. Emotional swings, man, you never... Look, a 10 of diamonds is a card of performance, okay? So don't take this Drake and Rick Ross beef personal or serious. This shit could easily be a play. If this shit came out 29 years from now that this shit was a play, I'd be like, yep. Or that it could be some genuine stuff underneath it, but the overall reason for them going back and forth is because of the play, the money. They made good music together. Look, understand it's about energy. Energy don't give a fuck how you use it, okay? Can I preach to y'all real quick before I close out? This is about to be my closing message. My closing message is about to be on energy. My closing message is about to be on. No, I don't want that. I want this one. I want this one. My closing message is on energy. Energy don't give a fuck how you use it. Energy is just energy. Positive and negative. And there's an appropriate time for positive energy and an appropriate time for negative energy. Why do I always happen to look down when you come in late? In the chat. That's funny as hell. Never always late. But energy is just energy. And understand that the masterminds of the music, the people behind the music, understand, they know this shit. The people that run these major corporations, the people that make decisions on when to release albums, when to release different stuff, look at the card that I just pulled. Ain't that funny? I just randomly pulled a card, and what did I pull? The 10 of diamonds, the card you see right here. These cards have a certain consciousness to them. I just pulled it. It's on the bottom of the stack. These people that run these corporations, these big time folks, they all got astrologers, numerologists, tarot readers, card readers. People in my profession is all on their teams, nigga. They know who is who. They know what is what. They know how to use that energy against the rest of us. So although I do like the beef, I do like the confrontation, trust me, the masterminds know that the confrontation between Rick Ross and Drake is money. Because the combination card of Rick Ross and Drake is money. This is the card of money, business, spotlight, marketing. The 10 of Diamonds will do anything it can do to get on camera, to be recorded, to be seen, to be heard, to be listened to. This is the combination card between Rick Ross and Drake. So yeah, they made good music together. So you know what that means? They make good disses together too. Ice Cube made good music with NWA. So it made into the perfect diss. Energy is energy. If you make good music together, you make good music together, whether it's good, whether it's positive or negative. If you got a chemistry, you got a chemistry. That's why the people that you hate be the people you love the most, and vice versa. Dwayne Barrett, 5150, yeah. I'm about to get up out of here. So understand that. Again, salute everybody that came to me to the museum this past weekend. Salute everybody that came to the Weed Turp Market. Salute everybody that came to... Oh, not that one. Ugh, that was ugly. Where is it? Where's the picture? That's not the picture I want. Salute everybody that came out to see me with Marcus, to hear more. This was a fun ass show this past Friday night. So everybody came out, and know that this Friday will be Fat Fridays in Long Beach. Live music and fun. All right? 420 weekend. And I'm going to have a raffle giveaway with a bunch of 420 goodies in it. Be there, all right? And remember, there are no perfect messengers. Only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. I'm out.